Excuse
Are
me.
you serious? You're just literally eating chips.
No, popcorn.
Popcorn. Okay. Not that makes it better.
Okay, I'm done. So, real quick, I was going to make dinner tonight, and then ended up working a lot later than I wanted to. So then I was like, all right, I'm just going to eat a peanut butter and jelly. And then when you eat a peanut butter and jelly, you have to have some sort of snack with it. So popcorn was my snack.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, didn't you know? It's the rules.
I've never eaten a snack with my peanut butter and jelly. Normally it's just peanut butter and jelly and then I'm good.
Can I ask you a serious question?
No. If I'm not,
Because it's not very serious.
if I'm being honest, no.
It's not very serious.
Okay, what is it? Oh God.
Do
Now
you
you're chugging water.
Do you put peanut butter on one side of the toast or on two sides of the toast?
One side.
I met somebody this weekend that put peanut butter on both sides of the toast and then the jelly in the middle, and I gotta tell you, it was fucking delicious.
That's too much peanut butter. It's gonna stick to the roof of your mouth too much.
It was a lot of peanut butter, but it wasn't overwhelming like you think it would be.
Okay, what you actually need to do though with your peanut butter and jelly is you make your peanut butter and jelly which way you like it, and then you put it in the microwave for 20 seconds. Telling you right now, it's gonna change your life.
Wait, why?
It makes it like ooey gooey, warm deliciousness in your mouth.
Oh, see, I toast the bread.
Okay, so you kind of still get that effect when you toast the bread.
Yeah, isn't it wild how many ways there are to make such a simple sandwich?
Well, I think that's why there are so many ways, because everybody wants to make it like better than it already is. But I think we all realize that just a regular old peanut butter and jelly is always going to be the OG just way to go. Are you okay?
Yeah, so we were supposed to record yesterday.
Christ.
I had the worst headache the entire freaking day.
Uh-huh.
And so today I'm making sure that I'm hydrated so that doesn't happen again.
Very good idea. I like that idea. Could you not, though, chug the water into the microphone? All I hear is like glug, glug, glug,
Do it
glug,
off
glug,
the
glug, 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 glug. I could still hear it.
Okay, I'm done. I just finished this entire 24 ounces of water since the time we started.
Very nice. Is that a Hydro Flask?
No, it is a take ya.
Oh, I just got a Hydro Flask for Christmas, and I've become one of those people.
It's so tiny.
Yeah, it's a little guy because I put my tea in it too. But then I'll just switch it out to water when I'm done with my tea. Because typically I'm like rushing in the morning and I don't have everything done that I need to have done. So I normally have my tea like on the go, on the way to work.
That's smart. And putting it in this thing is like a life changer because it stays warm. Well,
Oh,
you
yeah.
were talking about this. You were
Yeah.
like, that's a problem you have because you microwave your coffee because you don't drink it fast enough.
Yeah.
This is the most incredible thing for you.
Well, yeah. Now my Hydro Flask keeps it fucking hot as shit. I actually got to work and I went to sip my tea and I was like, oh, my mouth. Like it was like on fire. I was like, what is happening?
See,
It
I
was
sent you
intense.
I sent you that $100 mug a long time ago. Do you remember that? Like, who needs a mug that's $100 when you can just buy a $20 bottle that keeps it just as warm?
Yeah, the bottle is definitely the easier way to go, especially because like I'm a mess of a human being. So like I've already dropped this twice and I've just got it on Christmas. So the mug would be shattered.
It's durable. Well, the mug's not durable, but this is durable. This gets gross though. Like if you don't wash it every few days and I open it up and then I smell it and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it almost smells like moist, right? On the inside.
Oh.
Like and like spit, like your backwash and moisture. Yum.
I don't know what moist smells like. Does
You
moist have
know
a smell?
what everyone knows what moist smells like.
Well, mine smells more like mildewy.
Okay, mildew, moist is kind of like the same kind of smell.
Is it though?
Like that weird just like damp smell. Like it just smells damp and like it's never not been damp. Like even when it was like dried, it was still damp. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then think about like, you know how when you ever smell your clothes and they smell mildewy from like being in your drawers for too long? Does that happen to you?
No. I'm a little concerned to where you're storing your clothing now though.
Funny story about that. When my great aunt and uncle lived in Florida, and the first time that I went to their house, I was like, I don't know how old I was, 10, 12, whatever. And the sheets, I was like, wow, these sheets smell really good. And then forever I associated that smell with them. And then it turns out they were just really mildewy. And I didn't know that's what that smell was. I thought it smelled good. Turns out it does not smell good. It smells like you need to wash that shit.
What is wrong with you? You thought that smelled good?
Yes.
You have issues.
Aren't there people that think like bleach smells good?
I mean, I guess like bleach smells good in the sense that you know everything's clean. So it's like, that smells nice because now I know everything's clean.
No, I hate the smell of bleach. It makes me vom.
Really?
Well, not really vom, but like it fucking makes me gag. I can't. I have to leave my bathroom after I clean.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. It gets to be a lot. I love the smell of gasoline, which I think is like a strange thing to like, but most people like it.
Well, there's different smells of gasoline. Isn't that weird? You know what I'm talking about? Like the smell of gasoline when... The smell that you're thinking of, I think, is the one that I like. But then the thing that makes me want to vom is the smell of when it comes out of a bus.
Oh, like the gross, like black
exhaust.
air type. Yeah, like exhaust.
Yeah. Maybe that's not gas.
I don't think it's gas. I think that's I don't know, though. I'm not a mechanic. I know nothing.
But I love the smell of gas, too. I get that.
Like,
Does that
I
make us
love
psychopaths?
that smell. Maybe. There might be a correlation between the love of smelling gas and the love of murdering people.
Well, I think you and I have proven that to be false. Because as far as I know, you've never murdered someone, and I mean, I've killed like a mouse. Does that make me a murderer?
Yeah. I mean, to be technical, you did murder something, so you would be a murderer.
So you've definitely murdered something.
No, never in my life.
You've never killed a bug.
Oh, a bug, yeah.
So you're a fucking murderer.
I try not to, though. I always take the spiders and I take them outside. Although this one spider scared the shit out of me recently, and as I was pooping, it came down from the ceiling and literally scared me and was like nose to nose with me. So I smacked it and I was like, "Oh no, I didn't mean to kill you. I'm sorry."
No.
I felt really bad.
Spider should be disturbing your poops.
Well, that was the thing. Like, he caught me at a bad time, and like I wasn't myself.
Well, I've done that before. You've never killed me.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet. That's such a little handy water bottle.
It's amazing. Like, I love it. It has a nice little like holder. AJ got it for me as part of my Christmas gifts. Love it.
You know, someone texted me today. Somebody that we know mutually. And they might have a sponsorship opportunity for us.
Really?
Like somebody might pay us to do things.
Who and why? Do they know who we are?
Well, I'm not going to say who it is, but why, I'm not sure.
Why is like up in the air. I really don't know why anybody would want to do that, but that works for me, I guess. I love that you're telling me this now and didn't tell me earlier, like when it happened.
Oh, I mean, it like just happened.
Yeah, that's a good excuse. Stick to that one, Jake.
Let's see what time I got the text message. It was like just now.
Uh-huh. Okay, great. Good to know. Good to know. We'll talk more after the podcast. One thing I want to point out is that we're both drinking water right now instead of drinking alcohol, when normally we drink alcohol while doing this podcast.
That is a very good observation that I didn't even notice.
And I thought it was maybe because you want to join me in my journey to try dry January. Well,
here's the thing. In December, I was like, I'm going to do dry January. And then January hit. Oh, that was weird. My voice. And then January hit. And then, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it.
Jake. I've never actually tried.
Have you gone 5 days so far without drinking?
No, I started yesterday.
So you're doing dry, partial January.
Well, I'm going to do it until February 4th because that's when I started, was January 4th. So it'll still be a month. I just started a little late because I really wasn't positive if I wanted to do it. And I kept telling myself, like, Ricki, you don't want to do this. And then I said, yeah, I've never actually done it before, so I don't know what it's like. And I've never tried to actually be sober ever in my life. So I think that's my goal right now is I'm going to do dry January and I'm not going to drink.
But why?
Well, for one, I'm trying to get healthier, like in the sense of just all around, like body, mind, healthy type deal. I started working out today. So I wanted, started working out today. I'm not going to drink any alcohol. I want to do Carla Marie and Anthony's You Look Great challenge that's coming up. I think it starts like in a week, where you like weigh yourself at the beginning and you have to lose 4% of your body fat or 4% of your weight by the time the challenge is done. And I'm like, why not? I can get money if I win.
How much money?
Their pot right now is up to like $620. So if you hit your goal, like you get your money back. You put $10 in, but if you hit the goal, you get your money back. And if other people don't hit their goals, you get other people's money.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm not doing all that for $10.
Well, no, you would get more if everybody else fails. Whoever fails, you get their money, and it gets split between the people that actually do their challenge.
I like really want to get back into some sort of exercise routine, and not because it's January 1st, but because my work was so beyond insane in October, November, December that it finally is calming down, and now I have the time to do it, which has happened with every job I've had. It's been the busiest season during the holidays. And
holidays are hard too, though, because you're going places, you're seeing people, you're eating things that you wouldn't normally eat. Yeah, and you're eating things because you're like, it's the holidays, fuck it, let me eat it.
Right. So my thing is, though, I don't want to go work out inside of a gym right now, because the last thing I want to do is be around a bunch of sweaty people. So I'm like, I should just do home workouts. But then I live in an apartment with another person, so that's kind of hard to do. Okay.
I lived in an apartment with another person when I was in LA, and I was working out every single day while the pandemic happened. I was doing very well. And then I came home and everything went to shit.
Where did you work out?
In the living room.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a shared space.
And then, so for a while I was working out in the living room when it first started. And then my neighbors downstairs were like, it's so fucking loud. What are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm working out. So then I literally found on YouTube workouts without jumping exercises.
Yes.
And it was great.
Yeah, you can modify almost every single workout that you ever do to what you're looking for. So like anything you want, you could do. So there's no excuses, Jake.
Well, now it's getting even more difficult, because it's like, it has to be exercise without jumping. And then also I can't do anything that uses my knee, because I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong with my knee.
Right.
But I'm just using that as an excuse to not work out, because I could do it.
You could do it.
I'm going to, because I feel like crap.
You could also do dry January with me.
Okay, so that's probably not a bad idea.
Do both at the same time. We're going to be healthy people, Jake.
Right. I've just been drinking so much and eating so much, and I legitimately feel like crap.
You feel like hell, yeah. It like takes a toll on you, and that's how I feel. I'm like, I've been drinking way too much, like way too much. And I haven't been eating bad necessarily, but I have been cheating on my whole like gluten-free thing for the last month because of the holidays. And I'm like, well, I like cake and things like that. So I'm going to eat it, which is so not good. And my belly has not been agreeing with me. So I'm back on my like cooking every day kick. I'm eating salads every lunch, and I'm working out. They're healthy salads. Don't worry. They have lots of stuff in them. I never am one of those people that's like, I'll have the lettuce. I put like chickpeas and tomatoes and cheese and mushrooms and all sorts of stuff in my salads. I love that shit.
I hate mushrooms.
What?
Olives and mushrooms I can't stand. Oh, so I went to my
two favorite things.
I was at my friend's house the other day before we went to the Poconos, and his mom made us lunch before we left.
Oh.
And it was this like delicious Italian something on some sort of flaky bread and just covered in olives. And I was like, oh, and I just ate it because I'm not going to not eat it. But then I was like, I hate olives.
And you didn't like it?
I mean, it was good except for the olives.
Okay. Well, never mind then. I figured maybe if you tried it, you would like it type of deal, but I guess not.
I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I've had this once and I hate it, I'll never eat it again. I will like give things second chances. But I've given olives and mushrooms so many chances, and they just They just don't do it for me.
I kind of want to make you mushrooms the way that I make mushrooms, like my sautéed mushrooms.
Oh, no, it's the texture for mushrooms that get me.
Oh, well then there's no helping that.
No.
You're never going to like them.
Because either way, when they're dry, they're fucking gross. And when they're cooked, they're slimy and disgusting.
Okay, rude. Stop making fun of mushrooms like that. I'm offended for them. They're delicious and they're full of stuff that's good for you.
Do you know what else it is with mushrooms? It's the tiny holes thing. Do you know how I have that fear of tiny holes?
Yeah, you don't like tiny holes, but what are mushrooms?
No.
Mushrooms don't have holes.
Mushrooms have that like weird lines in it. You know what I'm talking about?
So the lines freak you out?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's
like the inside of the cap?
The inside of the cap. It just, I can't do it.
What?
I don't know why. I have no idea why. I don't know what it is. It just makes me feel really weird.
I'm like astonished. Okay.
Tiny holes thing. I don't know. I don't even know what the tiny holes thing is. Like, why do tiny holes make me feel weird? But that's what it is.
I don't know why either, but okay. That's interesting. Well.
Yep.
Speaking of your Poconos trip, how was that?
Oh, it was so much fun. It was quite the pain in the ass because we did it as safe as... That's a lie. We did it as pretty safely. So...
Are you trying to make yourself feel better, but really you weren't safe at all?
No, it wasn't the safest possible option. What we should have done is everybody should have been quarantining and then gotten a test, but most of the people have jobs where they have to go places, so it wasn't possible. So I was the only person that was actually quarantining. But then again, like I live with my roommate, so it's not even possible for me to quarantine. Whatever, that's besides the point.
Okay.
So everybody got tested before we went to the Poconos, right? And everybody's test came back negative, but it was a whole debacle because people couldn't find tests because it was right before Christmas and like...
Oh yeah, that shit was hard.
It was this whole thing. But so everybody got tested and everybody was negative, which still doesn't really give you 100% confidence because they could get it in between that time when they get tested and when they come to the Poconos.
Totally, yeah.
But we've been back now for 3 days and everybody seems to be fine, so I'm hoping that everybody was actually fine. But it was a really good time. It was the first time in a while that this group of friends was all in the same room together. So it was just so nice to be together, yeah. But there was a little bit of a interesting situation that happened.
Like what?
So one of my good friends, proposed to his girlfriend on New Year's Eve.
At the Poconos? Like with all of you guys?
House. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why are you making that face though? Like I'm like excited and you're looking at me like just wait.
No, it was great and it was awesome and it worked out exactly how we wanted it to. We were like, we faked a photo shoot, and so
everybody was in on it.
No. Well, everybody was downstairs. There was 2 living rooms, and then me and the couple were upstairs in the living room.
Okay.
So I told them we were doing a photo shoot for my job. So we were like doing this thing while. Because her parents and his parents were waiting downstairs. So we had to kill time for them to walk in. Yeah. So it worked out perfectly. The timing was amazing. So there was 12 of us there. Everybody was couples except for me and one other guy. Mm-hmm. And every other couple that was there has been dating for longer than this couple has.
Oh.
And...
I know where this is going.
And the females of the group did not know this was happening until right before the parents walked in the door.
Oh, no. How many girls got into arguments with their boyfriends after this?
It was interesting.
So like all of them? Did they all get mad?
Well, we knew there was going to be some shit because... You know, when you've been dating for however many years and then your friend who's been dating for less time gets engaged and you're looking at your man and you're like, what are you waiting for?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know what the best part about it was, though? Me being the only single person there. The other guy was in a relationship, but his girlfriend wasn't there. I was the only single person there. I was just sitting back and I was like, this is great.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about shit.
I don't have anybody looking at me. I don't have anybody waiting for anything from me. It was awesome.
Awesome for you, shitty for your other friends.
Yeah. Well, I'm very happy for the couple that got engaged, and it's going to be... she was awesome. I had never met her before, and she was really fun. So, and they're super cute together, and he's like... They're definitely gonna make things go far.
How long have they been together?
Hilarious. A year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah. But so one of the couples has been together for like 8 years.
Jesus Christ. So what is he waiting for at that point?
I don't know.
8 years is like either do something or
Shit, or get off the pot.
yeah, like I don't know what like he's thinking and his thought process is. 8 years is a long time though. That would piss me off even. And
Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
even like marriage.
I'm not close with him, so I don't know what the deal is there, and it's not really my place. But you know, I can't imagine being the females in this situation where it's like you witness this happening. But it was such a weird dynamic because everybody wants to be super happy for them, right? And I
Yeah,
think
so it's
everybody
like fake happy.
right? I don't know though. I think everyone was really happy for them. At least I was.
Yeah, well, you didn't have any girl nagging you, being like, "When are you going to propose to me? Why haven't you proposed to me yet?"
Well, okay, so it just passed all the holiday times. Is this a time of year when everyone's like, when are you getting engaged? When are you getting engaged? Like, did people ask you this year?
My grandparents did already. They ask me almost
that's
every time I
expected.
talk to them. Yeah, but they're the same people who wanted to bribe AJ to marry me, so they're going to consistently ask all the time.
Right.
But nobody else really asks. Like my friends don't ask. Everybody kind of like leaves it alone. Every so often it might be like a joke kind of deal. They may just bring it up and say, "Is AJ ever going to marry you?" Like that kind of like weird thing or whatever. Like AJ won't marry you as a joke, but we don't really talk about it. I don't know when he would actually propose, and it wouldn't be anytime soon. That I know.
How do you know?
No, that I know. We are living with my dad. We do not
yeah,
have a
that's
home. I do not have a job that's stable. There are a lot of other
Yeah.
things that we need to work on right now that are not marriage.
Right, because as soon as you get engaged, then everyone's like, when are you getting married? What are you going to do? Do you have a dress yet? Do you know where you're going to get married? Do you know where you're going to go on your honeymoon? Do you know this? Do you know your guest list? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
Totally.
oh my God.
It's just a whole new expectation, and it's more expectations at that point because there's so much involved with a wedding. So I'm cool with just, coasting for right now. Whenever it happens, it happens. If it never does, then it never does. Fuck it, whatever.
I would love to know what was going through the females at this house's head during this.
I feel like a lot of it is I'm gonna murder him type deal if he doesn't propose to me soon. I think a lot of girls get to a point where they see everybody else, like it happens to everybody else, and most girls, not me, but most girls grow up dreaming of their wedding. So when they see everybody around them getting engaged, it makes them feel inferior because all they've ever thought about is getting married. So they want that experience so badly that they just can't help but be jealous, which like for me, I get jealous when I see other people get job opportunities that I really want and I think I'd be great for. I'm like, fuck, now I'm jealous because I want that. And you do try to be nice about it. And it is kind of like a growing thing. Like you need to kind of be good with yourself in order to actually be happy for other people's happiness when you might want what they have. But I think it's hard to watch other people have the things that you want and not know when it's going to happen.
That is pretty interesting. You have to be happy for other people's happiness.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of happiness.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it's true,
typically
though.
there isn't that much happiness going around. So
Well, hopefully in 2021. It's funny because you were the one saying, well, like, why is everyone saying this year's almost over? Nothing's going to change. 2021, hey, guess what? Same shit, different year.
it's the same thing every time. It's the same fucking thing.
But
Everybody
I'm
gets all
gonna
hyped.
change.
Oh, okay.
This is my year of change.
Let's see it happen. Starting with dry January, Jakeford.
I can't do that. What if I go on a date or something?
When are you going to go on a date? You're going to go on a date in the pandemic?
I've done it. I could go on a coffee date.
Oh my God.
I've gone on...
Okay, also if you're drinking coffee, then you're drinking coffee. You're not drinking alcohol in your coffee.
I know, I'm saying a coffee date is a good alternative to getting a drink.
Oh, yes. I thought you were saying, like, what am I going to do if I go to get coffee with this girl? I was going to say, you get coffee.
No, a coffee date's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
See,
and it's
I don't
better
know
that
why
way.
I've never done coffee dates because it could be a lot shorter. You're not like stuck at a bar like, oh, do you want another drink? Not really, but like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it could be like quick. You could see if it works out. That's why in the beginning of the pandemic, I was FaceTime dating. I was going on first dates over FaceTime, and it was awesome. I don't have to get dressed up.
Are you okay?
I don't have to meet anybody anywhere. I don't have to leave my house, and it was a good, like, quick way to see if I was going to vibe with this person or not.
Yeah. I mean, keep it going that way. Just, I feel like dating in the pandemic is weird, and like,
yeah, it is weird, but
and there's no reason to actually see anybody in person.
I mean, there is a reason to see people in person.
Is there, Jake? What's the reason? Go ahead. Enlighten us. What is the reason, Jakeford?
Sex. I want to have sex.
Okay, you can't have sex right now. It's a pandemic.
So?
How are you
What if I have sex safely? It's easy for you to say you can have sex whenever you want.
I can.
Well, so can I, just not with other people.
But like, do you just plan on having sex and like not kissing anyone?
No.
Because like if you
That'd
have
be
sex,
weird. Be like, hey, do you want to have sex but we can't make out? Because
but that's what I'm saying. So like if you're swapping spit, then there's a chance that you're gonna infect yourself with the corona.
Right. Well, you just got to do it as safely as possible.
How do you do that safely?
Bubble wrap or something. I don't know.
Oh,
there is no way to do it safely.
That's what I'm saying. So just don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I've been doing. Not by choice, just by my dating life.
Oh my God.
My friends made me a Bumble profile when we were in the Poconos, and I'm just deleted it because Bumble sucks.
Yeah, you keep saying that you hate Bumble, but I think it's more so just because you're upset that no girls are reaching out to you.
Well, it's stupid. You match with people and then they never message you.
Okay, but that happens on Tinder. That happens on every dating platform.
On those dating platforms, I have the ability to reach out. On Bumble, the girl has to be the first one to reach out.
Yeah, true.
So,
well, I don't know. Suck it up, buttercup.
I don't know why they were looking for love for me in the Poconos, because that's not where I'm looking for love.
Well, because it was all couples. So they wanted to make it so that it wasn't so weird. So they were helping you try to find someone, I guess.
So last week we talked about how the midnight kiss would be weird for me since I was the only single one there.
Yes.
Not at all.
And also you did call me. I didn't answer because I couldn't find my phone. I couldn't find my phone. I didn't know where it was.
Well, I didn't FaceTime you at midnight. I FaceTimed you at like 11:15.
Which is still fine.
We'd started drinking heavily, and I was like, I'm going to call Ricki now because I'm definitely going to forget if I wait. And I FaceTimed you, and you never answered me.
Because I couldn't find my phone.
You didn't even acknowledge that I FaceTimed you. It just went under the rug.
I couldn't find my phone, and then I meant to say something about it. And then, when it goes too long without saying anything, and then it would just kind of be weird if I did say something, I was like, I'm not going to say anything until the podcast.
Yeah. It's all right. At least I tried.
You did try. You did exactly what you said you were going to do.
I only FaceTimed one other person too, so you should feel special.
I feel so
normally
special.
I'll text people and be like, Happy New Year. But this year I was like, nah, fuck it. I don't give a shit. I just because I'll go through a lot of people and text them Happy New Year. But then I was like, nah, forget it. It's not a Happy New Year. It's just a new year.
Yeah. One more time. Say it one more time.
It's not a Happy New Year. It's just a new year.
Just a new year. Because every year is the same shit.
I didn't say Happy New Year to the people at work. It was great. So the other thing that came up in conversation with them making me a Bumble profile that I deleted was this question of would you buy love if it was possible?
Like, how much are we talking?
See, that was the second question, but you got to answer the first question first. Let's say you were single. You were single and you had the option to pay and be given somebody that you will guaranteed love or fall in love with.
I don't think I would.
I said 1,000%.
Yeah, because you love love. I don't love love.
Right. I guess that's true. But then,
I'd rather pay for other things that are way more fun.
But I want to pay for things to do things with the person.
Yeah, but then you got to double pay.
That's true. That's a lot of money. But then I was like, well, of course I would pay for somebody to find my soulmate. But then they're like, no, just because you're in love doesn't mean they're your soulmate.
That's facts.
And I was like, holy shit, that's so true.
Yeah.
I've been in love before and look where I am now. Single as a Pringle.
Yeah, so that doesn't guarantee shit. It's really you're just paying for a fleeting feeling or the possibility of a fleeting feeling.
Or the possibility of
A lifetime of love.
A lifetime of love.
That's really what relationships are. It's a 50-50 chance. You never know what's going to happen. You hope for the best, and sometimes it just doesn't work out.
I mean, that's pretty good gambling odds, 50-50.
Yeah, it could be way worse for sure. But like, you're also thinking, you have to think about the fact that you're not gambling with money though. Like, money always comes back. You're gambling with feelings, and that's like emotional turmoil.
Feelings can come back, but it can also fuck you up so hard.
They mostly just fuck you up though.
It's true. How's your computer dying, speaking of fucking up?
It's got 5% left.
Oh God, we gotta end this.
I keep looking up at the corner and I'm like, ah!
It's gonna shut off real soon.
It's gonna just like shut down, and I'll be like, no, don't do this to me. Okay, so you would pay for love. I wouldn't pay for love. That doesn't surprise anyone.
I would pay good money for love.
Okay, so how much, before we move on, because I do have 5% battery, but how much would you pay for love? Like, would you pay $1 million for love?
No.
500,000.
I was thinking like 10,000.
10,000 is still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Would you pay $10,000 to build your perfect person?
To build my perfect person?
Yeah, like if we had, yes, if we had technology to like clone people and make the perfect person for you, like everything you want in a girl, would you pay to make that girl?
Yes.
I would too. I agree with that.
Because then that's way more likely that you're going to be with him forever if it's exactly what I'm looking for.
Not necessarily, because she may not be what you're looking for.
What?
She may not be what, or she may not be what, you may not be what she's looking for is what I meant. You may love her because she's the perfect person for you, but that doesn't mean that she's you're the perfect person for her.
Oh, well then that's not.
Because she's still a human, even though we're cloning.
Worse of a gamble.
Yeah, because then you're going to have the perfect person for you out there and they may not love you.
Right. Oh, that would suck. I mean, I've had that before where I think that this person is the perfect person and they don't want me, but then I'm like, no, if they don't want you, then clearly they're not the perfect person.
Oh, how cute and corny.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time to move on. You're all fuzzy and warm and I want to throw up.
Time to find happiness.
Time to get in the shower. Is that where you find your happiness, in the shower?
Oh, fuck. Were you showering today?
Yeah. Did you not remember that we need to shower today?
No, I showered yesterday, so I didn't remember that.
Oh, well, yesterday we were supposed to shower, but then you moved yesterday to today, so today is shower time.
Okay, I have a great shower thought.
Okay, do you want to go first, Jakeford, or do you want me to go first? Are we in the shower yet? Because I don't feel like you're in the shower.
Turn it on.
Okay, it's on.
Ricki, what are you thinking in the shower?
I'm thinking about the fact that your bed is essentially a shelf for your body.
That's weird.
It's just a fluffy shelf to lay your body.
It's a shelf that sometimes is not comfortable at all.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's comfortable. But what are you thinking about?
I spend a lot of time on that shelf. Well, I have 2 shower thoughts.
2?
Yeah, but I just forgot one, so now I have one. Do you ever think about...
Dumbass.
This is kind of morbid, but it's not meant to be morbid.
Oh, God, what?
Did you ever think about death? Like, I was watching this show yesterday where somebody was looking at a dead person, and I was like, that person's dead. Like, there's just nothing left to this person. And, you know, the people believe in things that you go somewhere or whatever. But, like, your body, it just, like, gives up and is just, like, gone. But, like, what if we just never died? Like, why do we die? Why can we not evolve to just keep living?
Because then we would deplete the entire Earth's everything that it has for us.
But like
if we lived forever, it would just be overpopulated.
It's like if you never needed to sleep. Like, what if you just could keep going? Cool. Or you could, like, age slower. Or your body just, like, wouldn't deteriorate. Because you just deteriorate is what happens.
Yeah, I'm already deteriorating.
Same.
Oh, no.
I just want to live forever. But
I know you do.
We've already discussed this.
No, I'm cool at, like, 75. You can cut the lights.
Oh, no. I got to go to at least 94.
94?
Yeah, I want to be like the coolest old grandpa in the world.
Oh, well, that's definitely not going to happen. Old grandpa, sure. Cool part, debatable.
Old grandpa already happening.
Yeah, already there. Already got the old grandpa part down.
Well, thanks for joining us this week on our short episode because Ricki forgot to plug her computer in.
Listen, I can't win them all, okay?
You cannot. That is very true. You cannot win them all and you cannot please them all. So
exactly.
Don't try.
I don't bother.
Make sure you follow us at 20SDN Podcast on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, or you can text us at 201-588-5139. We loved seeing all your cute pictures of dogs. This week, send us pictures of your
other pets.
Other pets.
Not everybody has a dog.
I want to see your favorite spoon.
Oh, I actually do have a favorite spoon.
Exactly. Text it to us. 201-588-5139.
Okay. Catch you next week.
See you later.
Oh, I never said who we were and what we were.
Damn it.